I have reviewed over 6,000 Etsy shops, and after reviewing so many failing shops, I have identified 2 things that nearly all of these shops were missing. So today I'm going to give you these 2 top tips to really turn around any failing Etsy shop. So please take this seriously and comment under this video, let's go, if you are going to implement these tips. The first top tip, it is to focus on having a wide variety of long tail keywords within your shop. When we talk to failing shops, yes, their sales are down. What precludes your sales being down is your traffic being down and your traffic not being where it needs to be. So a good goal is to have 20 visits per listing per day in your Etsy shop. Take the number of listings you have, multiply it by 20. That's how many visits per day we want you to have. Now, how many views is that? Double it. So let's say you have 100 listings in your Etsy shop. You're going to multiply that by 20. That means we want you to have 2,000 visits a day. And that translates into double the views. So 4,000 views. This is not paid traffic. We're focused on organic traffic. That's what we want it to look like. When I look at a shop, one of the first things I look at is the variety of unique long tail keywords. I want to know how many possible search results are you even able to show up under. What we're going to do is actually go to Etsy, go to settings and then options, and then you're going to click download data. And you are going to download your currently for sales listings, download that CSV. Now you are going to take that data and you're going to go to ChatGPT and you're going to ask ChatGPT, tell me how many unique long tail keywords, 2 to 3 word phrases that are complete phrases and how Etsy customers search I have in this list of listing titles. Okay, and then you're just going to paste all of those titles and ask ChatGPT to spit it out. It will tell you how many unique long tail keywords you have. And a good goal is to have a minimum of 8 unique long tail keywords per listing. And now I'm purely talking about titles here, but as we know, that translates across the rest of your SEO. Let's say you have 100 listings and you're using the same SEO generally on all of your listings. That means roughly 8 potential sets of long tail keywords across your 100 listings. Now, imagine if you took those 100 listings and you had each listing have 8 unique sets of long tail keywords. So they're not overlapping with each other. They're not competing with each other. That means you would then have 800 unique sets of long tail keywords versus only 8. You basically just 100x'd your traffic with that one shift. Now, maybe you're thinking, I have a shop that's all about teachers, or I have a shop for nurses. How do I come up with unique long tail keywords? This is one of the reasons I do not recommend niching down, hyper niching, sub niching, niching down to only teacher items or nurse items or soccer items. That is going to severely limit the number of search results you could show up under. So I challenge you, number 1, instead of picking a niche, choose a customer so you can serve them in many ways and have a much wider variety of long tail keywords. We want to serve our customers in many areas of their life, not just their career, not just one sport. And we also want to serve them for at least 4 to 7 years. And what this does is it drives up the lifetime value of your customer, or how much money that customer will spend with you over their lifetime. So we want to be able to keep serving them in more ways. So this shop is showing teachers and nurses, prime example. You might say, oh, well, she has teacher Halloween, teacher trick or treat, kindergarten teacher, 3rd grade teacher, same thing with nurses. Sure, there's oncology and emergency, but at the end of the day, it's nurse sweatshirts. And how many sweatshirts is one nurse gonna buy? That emergency nurse who finds your nurse sweatshirt, what else could they buy from your shop? So we basically have 2 sets of long tail keywords. We have teacher long tail keywords and nurse long tail keywords. Very, very, very limited. Is a nurse only a nurse? Is a teacher only a teacher? What else? Who else are they spending money on? And how can we serve them for at least 4 to 7 years in many areas of their life? And instead of focusing on a niche, we focus on an aesthetic that that customer likes. Okay, so an aesthetic is not a niche because an aesthetic can change over time and evolve. A niche, you're just boxing yourself in. That is tip number 1. Focus on the widest variety of long tail keywords. And after you make those updates to your listings, and really it's going to require revamping your product mix, then put that back into a ChatGPT and ask how many unique sets of long tail keywords you have, and really focus on having 8 unique long tail keywords per listing. And the second tip that I have for you after evaluating 6,000 plus failing Etsy shops is to front load with either super attractive or high utility and purpose loss leaders. Either super attractive, photographed really well, very visually appealing to the eye, or loss leaders that have high utility, high purpose, very functional. And now when we're talking utility, a couple easy ways to think about that is, can it help someone save time, save money, or make money? If you're failing on Etsy right now, this right here is a really solid way to help turn your shop around. Now, loss leaders, let's talk about what exactly they are. So loss leaders are one of our 7 types of products in our 7 types of products framework. Loss leaders are lower price point products. You're not going to lose money on them, but maybe you're making like $1 per transaction. Now, the entire purpose of this loss leader is not to pay your mortgage. The whole purpose is to drive up that order number that's sitting under your shop name. So we want to increase that number really high, really fast. So when you think of loss leader, think of faster sales, order velocity. And out of those 6,000 plus failing shops, I've noticed that at least 99% of these shops are missing that essential type of product. Now, what happens is when you start to increase your sales on your loss leaders, it's going to impact your shop's quality score, and it will elevate the ranking of your other listings. And when you publish new listings, they will automatically rank a little higher. If you think of your shop and your listings like a team, loss leaders, they are your team player. The best part is if you combine tip number 2, front loading with attractive or high utility loss leaders, with tip number 1, which is really maximizing the variety of unique long tail keywords, these together will be very effective. And honestly, I wouldn't even think about spending money on ads until you have completely fully implemented these 2 strategies. So here's an example of a really attractive loss leader. Now these are just letter crayons. You can see price point $6.75, very compelling, but you're seeing 3 names here, 3 full names. I'm thinking, wow, low price, a lot of value, right? Beautiful box, beautiful photo, very colorful and eye-catching. And that price point and photo combination is making me very curious. This seems like a great value. Is it as good as it looks? Now, when you click in, you'll see they're just selling them by the letter. So one letter is $6.75. This is a great loss leader product because it's not even custom made to order. The letters are already made and probably in their inventory, and they're just pulling the letters from their inventory. It's not necessarily made to order. They can definitely keep stock in this type of product because we do not want your loss leaders to be custom made to order. Now, here's another example of an attractive loss leader. This is also strong value proposition, right? They're showing 5 of these cord wraps, but the price is for 1. They're showing a variety of colors. There's nice shadowing happening. There is great focus with lesser focus in the background. You can do that with portrait mode on your phone. And the price point, $6 with 5 in the picture. I'm thinking, wow, is this a bundle? This looks like it could be a great value. I'm curious. I'm clicking in. Now let's talk about functional loss leaders. This is where you want to help people save time, save money, or make money. Here's an example, $1.98 for a preschool and kindergarten ultimate bundle, 600 pages for $1.98. What a deal. And they're showing not just one page as an example in the thumbnail, but a bunch of pages. So high utility loss leader, bestseller badge, preschool and kindergarten, which means it's not just preschool, it's not just kindergarten. We're serving both of those types of customers in one listing. Another high utility loss leader. This is an editable brain dump template, shows utility, shows purpose, helps people with productivity, which is helping them save time, save money, make money. And this has mass appeal. If you feel like your shop is failing right now, and if you are committed to doing these 2 tips, comment below, let's go. If you're committed to maximizing the variety of long tail keywords so that each listing represents a minimum of 8 unique long tail keywords. And then tip number 2, you're going to front load with either very attractive or high utility loss leaders. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel if you like these real e-commerce strategies and learning how they apply to your Etsy shop. If you'd like more info on how to get our one-on-one coaching and guidance like thousands of Etsy sellers are doing right now, just click the link in the comments where you can schedule a free call to chat with us about your shop. And we can also show you exactly what the path for growth would look like for you specifically. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Until now, I didn't really have many sales in my Etsy shop. Almost 2 months ago, I bought the course. I can see a steady growth, increase in my views, especially in my conversion rate, which was very low before.